With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter.
And this starts a very short homestand for them. And while it's only a few games, they have to take advantage of the opportunity to feed off their crowd.
Now here's Johnson. All right, Grant, two of the West's most formidable squads going at it here.
You know, B.A., looking to prove who is the one to beat in their conference. You love this elite level of competition. This is a chance to show who is the best in the West.
This is one of the game's better three-point shooters. Darius Garland in the house.
Pass to Irving. Down low. Here's Davis.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. To the middle. Shot's good by Towns.
I'll say this. Nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing up, doesn't matter.
Outside Hunter. Irving up top. Left side Johnson. Jacks up a three. Cavaliers with a rebound. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Pass to Towns. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Towns has got 5 points.
That's the confidence of Towns. This guy, regardless of situation, believes that shot is going in.
Nembhard outside. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Towns double team. Pass to Allen. Ooh, poked away. Stolen by Davis. Tipped. Outside Hunter. And here's Davis. Back to Hunter. From the arc. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Garland. Pass to Marion. Towns, left side. Three-pointer. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, B.A.
Thank you for that, Allie. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Now here's Garland. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Marion. Count it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Johnson. After the basket by Cleveland. The kick to Hunter. Lets the three fly. Now Davis. Looking at his production. Close to 12 points a game. Sinks the tray.
Boy, the range of Kyrie and the quickness and efficiency with which he gets it off. Look out.
Now here's Garland. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. Allen a screen. And that one's good. Mitchell.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
Pass to Johnson. With the 7-footer. It's good. Off the glass. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter here. And here's Garland. From deep three-point land. They get it back. Here's Allen. Kicks it out, Towns. 4-3. He drops it from range. Towns has got 8 points.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You gotta guard Towns from the corners especially.
And he gets that one. Garland feeling it out a bit. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yes. 14. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, B.A.? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
Here's Garland. And it's blocked by Davis.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
A different look for Dallas. Garland for 3, gets it to go, makes him 2 for 5.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Dinwiddie with it. Pass to Marshall. Here's the 3, and the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Marshall's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Garland. He's got 6. Wade. Okongwu. Great positioning on the putback.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Pass to Gafford. 6 on the shot clock. And a Kongwu with the block. Washington outside. Now here's Dinwiddie. No points yet. Back to Washington. Here's Gafford. Hangs. And the layup is good.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Garland, no good. The Mavericks leading. Pass to Gafford. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
And Dallas with possession. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. And that's a one-game homestand for the club.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Pass to Marshall. Releases. And he can't bank that one in.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team.
They're in win now mode, Allie. Thank you. Here's Jerome. The layup off target. There's a minute 54 left in the first half. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
But Jared Allen, a rim protector at its finest. What a block.
Outside Irving to the paint. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore. Don't be mistaken about that 6'1" frame, that 6'10" wingspan, 215 pounds. Look out inside.
.110 left in the first half. 6 to shoot. Irving. Dallas, no good that time either. The Cavs trailing. Inside. Here's Towns. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter. Cleveland shooting their first free throw of the contest. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Nails it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 6.
Excellent setup. The pre-shot preparation, getting into that catch-and-shoot game. We see it, Kyrie.
Pass to Allen. And a miss there on the triple. And Dallas with possession. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Cavaliers, number 14, Sean Marion.
Outside Mitchell. To the inside, and he bangs it home with one hand. Neither side willing to relent.
And that's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Number 35.
Irving for 3. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Cavaliers on top, up by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Cavaliers leading. Outside Garland. Pass to Allen. Towns outside. Beyond the arc. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Johnson misses from short range. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Following this game, they host the Magic. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. There's a screen. Pass to Allen. To the paint. Davis with the defensive effort.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Here's Irving. Gets some space and parries the jumper. Irving's got 8 points.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving, one of the outstanding mid-range shooters. This guy legit 3 level.
Outside Garland. Pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Towns on the screen. Here's Garland. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
The rebound by Allen. Here's Towns. Into the lane. And it's powered home by Towns. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
No debate there. He got hammered.
These are his first free throws of the game. Both good from the line that time. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Inside. Oh, the power! Anthony Davis!
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
Pass to Okongwu. Kicks it out, Towns. Let's go with a 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building. Boy, it's a risky move to pull up from 3-point range on the break, but it's a shot he's very comfortable with.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie.
If you listen to other NBA players, Kyrie Irving is one of their favorites to watch. He has as complete an offensive arsenal and as pretty a game as there is.
Johnson. There's Davis with the 3. He buries it from 3. Davis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I just love the ball movement.
1:44 left in the third quarter. They get the rebound. Pass to Wade. From deep, Mitchell. 3-ball, Donovan Mitchell.
From three-point range, Donovan Mitchell attacks with reckless abandon. He'll just keep firing, folks.
Johnson inside. Outside for Irving. And Dallas hits again from deep.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Okongwu. Takes the three. The rebound by Nembhard. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Both teams will make substitutions. Dallas leading by 8. 59 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Gafford. Dinwiddie outside. They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. Exum off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Marion. To the middle. Kicks it out Towns. Here's Marion. Driving inside. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. This will be his third free throw of the game. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Mavs. It's a 5-point game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Now Mitchell. He's got 7. 4 seconds left. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
VA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Dallas on top.
42.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. The Mavericks lead by 3. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
And what you love most about Davis is his confidence, because it's what helps him take over games.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And they have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Rejected by Allen. And here's Mitchell. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
The 3 from Mitchell. Oh, with confidence, Mitchell.
My goodness, Donovan Mitchell from another zip code. This guy opens the rest of the floor.
Outside Johnson. On the wing, Irving. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Okoro with the ball. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Pass to Towns. Back to Okoro to take the lead. Now here's Towns. Mitchell with the ball. Mitchell double teamed. Clock at 6. Goes up again. And Davis with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Dallas with possession. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Hunter. Three-pointer. With the tip. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Back to Allen. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Johnson with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Pass to Towns. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Dallas on D. And it's Mitchell. The miss. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. He gets it in there.
What a masterful performance from Kyrie Irving. He's over a decade into his career. He can still take over a game.
Double team on Mitchell. Pass to Marion. To the inside. Kicks it out Towns. Clock at 4. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Mavericks leading. Outside Hunter. Right side Davis. Launches it. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Allen to take the lead. Drops in the 3. Allen's got 7 points here in the quarter.
When you need one bad, go to a high percentage shooter, and Allen is that guy.
Hunter with the ball. Over Towns. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. And the Mavericks lead by 1. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Okoro outside. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Allen. He tries for 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Now Nembhard. Right side Irving. And here's Johnson. 5 on the clock. Fader on the way. And it's Irving missing. Huge moment here.
Have to stay calm in these situations.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, Donovan Mitchell. Just electric.
And the stakes were high right there. What?
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now. I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner. And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. On the wing, Irving. The 3 is up. No good from three-point range. And so it's the Cavaliers who come out on top. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous... Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
From behind the arc. And Karl Anthony Towns hits from deep. Well, this matchup features two teams that are elite when it comes to rebounding, Doris.
You know, there was a point at which, BA, it felt like rebounding was almost, especially on the offensive end, de-emphasized. Now you're getting back to a point where understanding dominating the defensive backboards. It means finishing your possession defensively and offensively creating more opportunity. It's an important aspect on both ends.
Here's Allen. The Mavs get their last shot to go. The three from Mitchell. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Here's Johnson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
First personal foul.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game now. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
BA, this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Now here's Garland. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That one on Nembhard. And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jarrett Allen. With that 7'6" wingspan.
BA, this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out of the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now Irving. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. On the wing, Nembhard. Here's the three. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Outside Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Allen. 5 on the clock. Back to Mitchell. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. I discussed with Coach the difficulties of guarding Donovan Mitchell. He jokingly responded, "You mean the guy who scored 71 points? It should be pretty easy." And he went on to say, "Donovan is one of the best scorers in the game. We have to be disciplined and guard him closely. This will be a big test for their defense." Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Out to the right wing. Back to Mitchell. To the left side wing. Towns for three. And Cleveland another three.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Nembhard outside. Outside Davis. Back to Nembhard. Outside Johnson. Shot to stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Outside Mitchell. 1:49 left in the first. Pass to Allen. Towns outside. They get it again. And Davis with the block.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Now here's Davis. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
Well, you love the defensive mindset that Jared Allen brings on a nightly basis. What a contest right there.
Garland for three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
What a way to begin this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten. I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
No chance. Davis, just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Number 17, Onyeka.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Towns for three. Outside for Mitchell. 4-3. Fires in the triple.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
For three. And the Cavaliers, another three.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
From deep, Johnson. Mitchell grabs a miss.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers ending the quarter with a And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Here's Irving. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Onyeka Okongwu. Graham, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Pass to Towns. Okongwu with it. Launches it. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Here's Irving. The kick out to Johnson. And here's Hunter from the arc. That shot off the mark. The Cavaliers lead by 18. Pass to Towns. And here's Mitchell. Puts up a three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Mitchell's got 6.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And the shot is good by Garland.
Well, the toughness of Darius Garland on display. Wants to finish through contact and get the bucket.
Outside Irving with the teardrop. And he lays it up and in.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Outside Garland. Towns, right side. On the wing, Mitchell. There's the three. Pass to Marion. Out to the right wing. Takes a three. And it's Mitchell. The miss.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
1:56 left in the second. Wade sinks the tray. Wade's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Davis. Okongwu with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And the Mavericks call time here. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Dinwiddie with it. Pass to Marshall. Back to Dinwiddie. Deflects the pass. Shot clock at 5. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Here's Marshall. And 1:01 left to play in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And Dallas calls time here.
And with the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Here's Gafford. Shot clock at 3. And he buries his first look. The Cavaliers lead by 23. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside Strus. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Strus has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Here's Gafford. Nifty move. And it's good on the layup.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Jerome. Still no points. Outside Strus. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Exum. And here's Gafford. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Cleveland. A huge 24-point lead for them. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Outside Johnson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. They get the rebound. Davis. Great D that time from Allen.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Now here's Garland. Give him 8. Allen a screen. The baseline J is on the way. Garland no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Left side Davis.
Cleveland foul. Sean Marion. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Here's Irving. And rejected.
Outstanding anticipation from Cat right there. He sends that thing back to another zip code.
Outside Hunter. Hunter the screen. From deep. Connects from downtown.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 8.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Allen, left side. Pass to Towns. Outside Mitchell. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Up top, Davis. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
Garland for 3. Davis with a rebound. Here's Dallas now. Here's Nembhard. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. It's stolen by Okongwu. Here's Marion. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Outside for Irving. Gafford in the post. Over Towns. And it's Gafford missing. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Cleveland shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
Well, what you love is the leap that Darius Garland made in his 3rd year. Named to the 2022 All-Star team, this guy can flat out score it.
Doris, when we talk about young guards, few better than Darius Garland. What makes him great?
I think a few things, but I would start with the fact that he's a 3-level scorer. Knocks down the 3 with consistency, can get to his in-between, but also creative at the rim. The other thing I love, Brian, is that he defends with great intensity.
6 to shoot. Here's Garland. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Nembhard. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Here's Johnson. Outside for Davis. It's stolen by Okongwu. To the middle. And Okoro gets it to go. Okoro's got his first basket.
That's what you call a whatever it takes mindset. Okoro finds his way to contribute night in and night out.
Now Davis. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Dallas shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Quite simply, AD is one of the most impactful players in the league. Can take over a game on both ends.
Here's Jerome. No points so far. And here's Strus outside. Sinks it from distance.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
58.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Outside Mitchell. He takes it in. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Dinwiddie outside. Washington outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Gafford. Here's Exum. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Now Allen. Outside Mitchell. Towns for 3. Washington grabs the miss.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Exum attacking. Here's Gafford. Tries again. Pass to Washington. Exum right side. And he drives in. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Well, this is a point guard who can flat get off the floor. Dinwiddie using his vertical to his advantage.
Pass to Jerome. The 3 ball. And another miss by Cleveland. Dinwiddie outside. Washington right side. Gafford with the ball. Oh, got a piece of it. Over to the left wing. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And Cleveland making a change here.
Dean Wade, Darius Garland.
And here comes Cleveland. Pass to Mitchell. Outside Garland. Here's Marion. Outside Mitchell. And it's all from three-point range.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Gafford with the ball. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Cavaliers substitution.
Time called here. The Mavericks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I think Coach calls his timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
So for Dallas, just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. To the inside. The kick out to Johnson. Clock at 4. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
Pass to Marion. Here's Mitchell. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's foul number 2 for him.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
How about the range on that shot? We see you, Darius Garland. Stop showing off.
And there's 1:45 left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Cavaliers.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Donovan Mitchell.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Garland. Back to Wade. Out to Garland. The 3 is up. Davis with a rebound. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Irving for 3. Rebounded by Marion.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And here's Okongwu. Puts up a deep 3. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. The Hawks will kick off their road trip right here.
And they can put themselves into a great position in the season series by winning tonight. They've won the first one, 2 to go after this, so they'd be assured of at least a split.
Well, and when you've already gotten that first win, it makes you feel like you're on the attack going into the second meeting.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Now, here is Young. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. With the drive, the shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Young's got 5 now.
Look, that's what you want. Young is just so good when he penetrates.
We're about 1 minute into the first. To the middle. Towns is double. Out to Marion. It's up a 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And it's huge when Marion is making his threes. Really opens up this offense.
They get it again. Out to the right wing. Buries it from 3-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Garland looking it over. Here's Towns. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Misses the wing J. Here's Allen. Driving the lane. Intercepted. Daniels with it. Garland picks him up. Young left side. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, the activity that Bam plays with is special. He's always looking to grab an offensive rebound.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Young with the steal. Here's Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
They set the pick. Mitchell in the corner. The Cavaliers again can't hit. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
It's blocked. There's 1:26 left here in the first quarter. Back to Adebayo. The Hawks working the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
And here's Young from the arc. They get it back. The shot missing. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Garland. Sinks that one from the post.
Gritty bucket. Garland knows he's going to take contact, but does not back down.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Atlanta leading by 4. Young is double. It's stolen by Strus. Outside Garland. Mitchell in the corner. Garland left side. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Strus. No good with the triple. Three-pointer, Daniels. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
On the wing, Daniels. Marion with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
Team foul.
Right side Towns. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Towns has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
A steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Daniels. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Towns looking around. And the 3 off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Lively with the screen. Shots good from Young.
One of the elite scorers in this league. Trae Young with another big night. He is relentless.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Now Young, following the 3-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. He gets it in there. Young's got 7 points for the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now, here's Garland. Outside, Towns. And again, unable to change momentum here. Pass to Rizachet. 1:53 left to play here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Driving to the basket. Misses from close range. To the right side. Back to Garland. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That is his first foul of the game. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Left in the first half of the game. Pass to Strus. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Strus has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
LeVert with it. Back to Adebayo. Shoots the 3. And it's Strus with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 10. There's the screen. .54 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Allen. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Pass to Adebayo. Shot from the wing. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. That's 7 points for Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, that screener proving no problem for Adebayo.
And here's Strus. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. It's stolen by Adebayo. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. For the 3. The offensive rebound. It's tipped. Okoro wide open. He fires. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. It's LeVert on the wing. And so it's Atlanta in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. Towns for 3. It's good from long range. Towns has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Cleveland. Pass to Daniel. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Marion. Mitchell in the corner. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Hawks leading by 6. There's the pick. And Young, here we go. on the wing, Johnson. Young outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Marion. A nice shot by Young. Young's got 18 points.
And this game belongs to Young right now, and he is simply making everything.
Back to Towns. Mitchell outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Young with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Back to Young. Puts it up. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Young saw how the defense was going to play the pick and roll, and that was all he needed to create a score for himself.
Christie can't make it. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Mitchell outside. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? That payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Over to the wing. And here's Garland for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. He's got 8.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Here's Marion, and a dunk by Marion.
And Marion finishes with strength there, demonstrating how athletic he is with that dunking ability.
Pass to Daniel. No good on the triple. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 8. Marion outside. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Over Daniels. Pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. Outside Garland. And the Cavaliers making a change here. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to talk to his guys.
Substitution on the court.
1:09 left in the third quarter. Here's Mitchell. An easy 2 points on the lane. Mitchell's got the lead up to 1 now for the Cavs.
In a volume score, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
Pass to LeVert. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And it's Allen with the jam.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about it, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
Now here's LeVert. No scoring in this one. Takes it inside.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg. Everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And Allen slams it in.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 1. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. After Rizachet. Inside. Here's Lively.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. Now, with this game up for grabs, Coach told his guys to think positive. He said, "We know this game is ours, fellas. We've earned it. I need you to show me right now that you want this." Can they get it done? We'll see, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Darius Garland. David.
Hey, guys, I got an update from the Cavaliers head athletic trainer. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
Johnson outside. That 3 off the mark. Cavaliers trailing. Left side, Towns. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Mitchell wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And so LeVert will bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Adebayo. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Okoro. And Okoro throws it down.
And good defensive possession leads to Mitchell's hoop. Like all great scorers, Spida looking to get out in the open floor.
Adebayo with the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here's Mitchell.
Well, this is what makes him a complete two-way player. Great defense there from Bam Adebayo.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. The try by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
It's Adebayo, top of the key. Again, Adebayo missing. Cavaliers leading. Allen inside. And then Allen slams it in.
And look at how ready Allen was to fight for it. He's willing to go to battle for his team.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Here's Allen. The teardrop falls in. Allen's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs.
You really got to hit Allen if you want to stop him. Just so long and strong from there.
To the paint. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Towns is a lot for a defense to handle, especially when he's looking to score inside.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. One-on-one here. Here's Johnson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Isaac Okoro. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Up top, Adebayo. Down low. Chris. Yes!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Not loose. Now LeVert. Adebayo the screen to take the lead. And Okoro pulls it down. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Cleveland moving it around. And here is Mitchell. Clock at 4. Back to Okoro. Nails the tray. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially